it's a pixel pony. It's not even real, guys. It's all in our imagination. Hey there guys, it's Dashabella and Ghost Pepper, and welcome to another episode of Star Equestrian. It's update week here in the world of Star Equestrian, so obviously we got to go through all of the new stuff together. But quick disclaimer in case you guys are kind of confused or if you're noticing it. So for some reason this week my game is kind of freezing up here and there, so if you see it, don't panic. I see it too. I'm going to try and have to find a fix for this because, yeah, I don't know where this has come from. So if you're seeing it, don't worry, I'm seeing it too. If you don't see it though, that's perfect. Okay, that's what I want to hear. So anyways, let's jump right into today's video. So going from top to bottom in this week's update, we have technically 7 things in the update. So we got 3 new limited time horses, Friesians, they were all Friesians, so 3 new limited Friesians. We have the brand new Agricola racetrack, so Agricola now has 2 racetracks. We also have our friendly racing lobby, so if you really love racing and you are struggling to get into races with your friends, you know, the ones where you get points in, you can now do friendly races. You don't gain points or anything, but you can organize these races to race with your friends finally. On top of that, we got 2, I guess, like world updates. So we have hot air balloons and ferries in Star Equestrian now. These don't really serve much of a function in the game yet, if at all. I don't even know if Foxy will ever give them a function. But basically you can sit in the hot air balloon and you can ride the ferry, and it's just going to take you from point A to point B and maybe back again if you decide to sit on them. Very, very fun. I like them so far. We also got some new quests. I think it's actually a quester, but it also ties into the pre-Christmas prep. I'll put this in my notes here. We also have a Christmas quest in the game, but it is technically not available yet. So if you're seeing it on your map, it's just not enabled because it's been like one of the big complaints recently that people can't do the Christmas quest. It's because we're not supposed to. It's not Christmas yet, so they haven't enabled all the Christmas stuff. So let's go from top to bottom. Let's look at the 3 new limited horses added into the game. So as you can already see on the right side, we have a new tab for the limited time horse. Now, there are 3 of them, and from what I can understand, they are going to be going on sale each for 2 weeks. So this is the first horse out of the batch of 3. This is the Dark Appaloosa Friesian. And these horses, what makes them special is that they are supposedly exclusive because of their coats and their trait. You buy these horses and you'll be able to add their exclusive crossbreed trait and also their visual traits into your breeding lines. Now, in case anyone is wondering if you can co-breed these, you cannot. So if you do not own this horse, you will not be able to get any of this horse's like coat, pattern, tail, mane, and facial marking unless you own this horse. So if you're free to play and you cannot buy this horse, I am very sorry. This horse is not going to be available for breeding for you guys. Now, I'm saying this right now because I know there are some people out there that really, really want this horse, but maybe for whatever reason they can't afford it. Yeah, Foxy has done this because they are now introducing exclusive horses, exclusive paid horses to Star Equestrian. And here's the disclaimer as well, in case you're wondering, that green button. So coat pattern, hair, tail, head pattern, and the trait. These cannot be shared. When this was originally released, there was actually a bug with this horse. So I think for one day, everything on this horse was actually co-breedable. Especially if you had potions, it was actually possible for people to co-breed these. But the very next day, this was fixed. So if anyone out there tells you that they managed to get it on them, it was probably because they bred it during that period where the horse was still bugged. So yeah, just a heads up. Let me show you the other 2 horses before we go over the cost and my personal opinion on these horses, because I know some people have been asking me for my thoughts. So over here, they're just regular horses, by the way. So the other 2 horses is the Toasted Marshmallow Friesian and the Rusted Purple Friesian. We don't know what order they're going to go on sale, so we have no idea which of the other 2 is going to go on sale after the Dark Appaloosa. But here is the Toasted Marshmallow Friesian. So it is honestly a really interesting color for a horse. It's a mix of black, brown, and cream. I do like the color scheme for this, and I'm really curious if you breed this horse, like what color is everything going to be, because it's also got a white facial marking, which means that this horse would be really compatible with coats that have like 3 different colors, unless something on this is actually not part of the color. Like maybe that the cream back end, maybe that is actually just supposed to be the pattern. Like we kind of don't know until this horse becomes available. The tail's kind of cute, not gonna lie, like that tiny little curly tail moment, and it's so shiny. Sorry guys, I just realized my face is covering it. Like it's really shiny, like surprisingly shiny. Yeah, I don't know, it looks like this horse should be in a Pantene ad. The mane, like the very short mane, you guys are seeing it right now, it's not my thing, to be completely honest. It's like a little curly. I love long manes. I love long manes. So like these manes for me are not really doing it, but this is just my personal opinion. You guys are welcome to like this, but I have to say though, they did a really good job in modeling these manes and tails, because they do feel like next level in terms of quality compared to what we currently have for manes and tails. And then the last horse, I know a lot of people like this, myself included. So the rusted purple Friesian, a lot of people really like this Friesian. The pattern on it looks really awesome. So I like the pattern. The facial marking is okay. I'm not like a huge fan of the facial marking. The mane is okay, but it also looks a bit stiff. So I don't know if I really like this mane as much as I should. I think it's sort of just like a half. If I get it, like I'm okay with it, but yeah, it just seems incredibly stiff. But the tail is where it's at. I really like the tail. I love the braids on it. I love that there's like I think you can barely see it. There's like a few off strands in the braid. Like somebody has put the time and effort into just throwing in those like random strands sticking out. This might be my new favorite tail in the game alongside my diamond braid. Yeah, I really like how this horse looks. The color's interesting too. I really want to know what this looks like if it was on a solid. Like, is it really just this purple and red? Or is there maybe something else under there? Like we kind of don't know. So yeah, there's that. And then obviously we have the dark Appaloosa Friesian. Personally, I kind of feel like this might be the best looking horse out of the 3. Like I love the purple as well, but just as one single cohesive design, I do think this one is probably the flashiest horse out of the 3. The short mane, okay, I know a lot of people have said this, but I'm gonna have to throw my 2 cents in. Just giving me emo boy vibes, like really emo boy vibes. If I get this horse, I already know what I'm gonna name it. The tail is tiny, it's short, it's cute, it's okay. I still think I prefer the little bunny tail from the wild horses, but that's just my personal opinion. The pattern's okay. It's okay. The pattern doesn't really call to me, but I mean, I think a lot of you guys know me as well. I have never really been attracted to very extensive Appaloosa horses in this game, but maybe my opinion changes if I get this. But speaking of getting this horse, so next week, I'm going to be pre-recording an episode next week because I'm going to be moving this weekend and I don't know if I'm going to have internet next week. I will be buying this horse this week, not in this video, but I will be buying this horse and I will be testing it out. I know this trait, sharing is caring. This is something that I want to really look at because it is a very interesting one. So this exclusive trait, what it basically does is that every time this horse gets 20 horse experience, it generates an XP orb item. It's an item and you can feed this item to any of your horses. It doesn't have to be this one, and they will gain experience. It's kind of like horse feed, but you get free feed from this horse. And I want to run a test on this horse as well. Because at the moment, people are wondering, are you still going to be able to get those experience orbs if the horse is maxed out? If it's level 50, is it still going to make that experience? I think I have enough feed to max out a horse. So I will be testing it in that video and I will let you guys know if that does work, okay? So keep an eye out for next week. We are doing a horse review. But speaking of horse, okay, so personal opinion on just the sale aspect of this horse, because I know a lot of people want to know my thoughts on this. So this horse is going to be on sale for $35. And I believe this is going to be the same for all of the horses when they do go on sale. And I don't think it would surprise anybody if after the 2-week period where this horse disappears, like the sale ends, that we switch on over to the next horse. Is that going to be annoying people? Are people happy with this? I've been hearing mixed opinions so far. I know some people are actually kind of happy about this because there are people that have been begging for Foxy to give them a way to just purchase horses outright, because a lot of stuff, or basically to get a horse in this game, it is completely RNG. The only ways you can buy horses and guarantee that you get that horse is, one, if it ever goes on sale in the marketplace, which the horses on sale here every day, it's a fixed pool of horses. It is not all the horses in the game. So if there's a particular horse that you want, there's a good chance it will never go on sale here for 2,000 gems. The other way to guarantee buying a horse are through the bundles, but there are only 4 kinds of horses here. And the charm shop, that's the only other way. And unfortunately, if you didn't know, to get charms, you need to summon horses, and you'll get more charms if you have more mastery and if you get dupes. This is the first time that we've been able to buy a horse outright for money. This is a money horse. This is not a gem horse. So if you're free to play, you will not be able to buy this horse. So pricing, this has been a very hot topic on this horse originally released. $35 US. Okay, so I want you to think to yourself, okay, is this expensive or is this not expensive? Quick disclaimer, if it wasn't obvious enough, Star Equestrian in itself is always expensive. If you are a paying person in Star Equestrian, if you buy stuff from this game frequently, what do you get if you put $35 into the game, but you don't get this horse? So if you were to spend about $30 on gems, because that's really the only thing that you really want to buy in this game, you'd be getting 3,400 gems with about $30. That's the equivalent of that horse. If you don't buy that horse, but let's say you're VIP, you can do about 2 breedings with that amount of money. If you're doing, if you're breeding 5 stars, if you're breeding 4 stars, then you would be able to get 3 breedings out of those gems. On top of that, another way to compare are through summons, right? The only other way to really get horses is through summons, and a regular summon in Star Equestrian is 2,000 gems if there's no limited banner. And the best way to get a Friesian, if you want a Friesian in particular, is this banner. This one has the increased 10% odds on getting a Friesian, but the odds of getting a Friesian and even a 5-star on this banner is just so crazy low. So like, even I don't recommend people to pull on this banner if they want to try and get, you know, like a 5-star, just because the odds are just so ridiculously low. And a summon on this is 2,000 gems. That's $20. That's $20 for one summon. So I want you to imagine, like, if you are spending money on the Majestic Stable to get a Friesian, you're probably going to be getting more 4 stars than you will 5 stars. Like, it's a 70% chance of getting a 4-star. So like, in hindsight, if we are just looking at this through the Star Equestrian landscape of how they monetize things, this is a bargain. Like, this is a bargain if you are just looking at the Star Equestrian landscape. If you play other horse games, then this horse now starts to creep into the expensive territory because, for example, for Star Stable has regional pricing, meaning that they will price their star coins based on where you live. So it's more affordable for a lot of other people. And so depending on where you live, you can actually buy more stuff with your money because it is not being converted to US dollars. Star Equestrian has everything priced in US dollars. So for me, this horse is $50. It's over 50 actually. So this horse for me is $50. Whereas if I go to Star Stable and I buy star coins there, I can actually get more horses and more stuff over there for $50. So Star Stable, it's definitely expensive if you compare it to Star Stable. If you want to think about it through the lens of real life, I could buy like actual horse figurines for cheaper. Just saying. If you want to buy the horse, I personally only recommend it if this horse is affordable to you, if it doesn't cost you an organ to buy, go for it, you know? Like if you're totally fine with spending $35 on a horse, like that's great. You can absolutely do it. But if you are somebody that is wondering like, is this horse worth to buy? It's going to depend on you. If you guys prefer like just breeding your horses, if you're not interested in the coat, don't buy it. Don't buy something because it's just the in thing, okay? I want you to buy stuff because you want to buy it, and it's because you can also afford it. Like, as I always say, this game is very, very expensive, especially if you compare it to a lot of other horse games. So please don't feel like you need to buy something because it's on sale, it's unlimited, blah, 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 blah. Like if you can't afford it now, I promise you this horse is going to go on sale again in a few months or maybe next year. Like we kind of don't know when this will come back because it's a really ridiculous marketing decision if you sell these exclusive horses and you never sell them again. Like that's money that you are not getting. So yeah, if you can't afford this horse, whatever, you don't need it. You really don't need it. Like it looks pretty, but that's basically what it is. It's just a pretty horse that Foxy is trying to sell. Please don't shame people if they do decide to buy these horses. They buy those horses because they can afford it and because they like the horse. Okay, that is up to other people. But if you are somebody that can't afford it, like who cares? It's a pixel pony. It's not even real, guys. It's all in our imagination. So yeah, those are the 3 limited horses, guys. Aside from that, we also have the races. So we can look at that very quickly. To access the new race tab thingy, you go into racing. And on the left-hand side, there is a thing called Friendly Race. You click on that, and this is how you can make a race lobby. So you can either make your own race lobbies or you can join other people's. And what's really cool about this is that you can select the map. So we have Redwood Run, Riviera Blitz, which is Agricola's first map. There's the new map, Agricola Gladiators. This is the brand new racetrack. Very fun, by the way. And then we have the Heartside Hustle, which is the original Heartside track. So you can choose whatever track you want. And if you wanted to, you can run this by yourself for free. You do not need to waste tickets anymore practicing a racetrack. You can just make your own solo friendly race lobby and you can practice the race on your own, which is awesome because I know a lot of people, myself included, sometimes I want to practice a track because I'm trying to practice a new shortcut or I'm trying to practice a new drifting angle. So this is really cool. You've got extra toggles as well. You can enable or disable night mode. You can force traits as well. So if you want to practice with 3 traits, by all means, go ahead. You also have 2, 1, and then natural. Some people have been confused about this. That basically means we are going to follow the matching traits for this week. So if I set natural and I had Heartside Hustle, whatever horse I'm riding, if its traits match for Heartside that week, then I would get the same number of traits that I would for whatever traits are matching for that horse. So if I match 2 for Heartside this week, then I will get 2 for the Heartside race. We also have the item drops, which I think are the stars, the boost pads, pretty self-explanatory, the boost pads on the ground, and then we have stamina pickups, which are the green bottles. You can enable and disable all 3 of these. If you want to allow people to join your race, you press the button in the top right-hand corner, which has like that circle and the plus sign. It's right next to participants, 1 out of 12. And it'll ask if you want to create a public room. If you click yes, there is a new channel in the socials tab, in your chat rooms as well. If you're not there, you can enable it through joining chat. It's called Race Lobbies. And if you go in here, if anyone is opening a race room, it will show here, it will say this person is inviting you to a race, and then you can either click accept or you can just ignore it. So this is where all the race lobbies are. If you are into racing, recommend you join this public chat room. I know my alternate account did not have this enabled normally. If you don't know how to join the room, you click join chat and then there should be race lobbies like somewhere in here. You just click it, make sure it's make sure it's ticked, and then you can save and you should be in the race lobbies. But I think most people should be in automatically. But just in case you guys aren't, that is how you get in. Let me show you guys the new track really quickly because it's crazy fun. I actually really like the new track. It is ridiculoly fun. So this map is very turny, guys, like very, very turny. And we also have these new manholes where they will rattle before they actually shoot water in the air. And if you're unlucky enough and you stand on one of these, it will actually like knock you. I'm gonna try and run into it. I can't. Okay, so we kind of did it at the end there. So if you run into the manhole as the water is like spouting out of the manhole, it's a new obstacle. So basically dodge those if you can. If you see the top rattling, also dodge it with like your life depends on it. But yeah, aside from that, we do have new hazards. This area I think is going to be an absolute danger zone if you guys are not prepared for it, especially if the thing is up. And then here there are two paths. The safe path is on the right side, but you do need to go up the stairs here. And then if you are wanting to risk the biscuit instead, if you want to go for the speed boost, or if you have a shield, you can run through here. This is very risky. I have lost a few races because I decided to go through the flags. So only do the flags if you feel confident enough to do it, because yeah, it clips you sometimes. So there we go. That was one lap. You know what? Let's just do one full speed lap so you guys get like a better idea of like how this map is going to feel in a full speed environment. So the start will always be super turny, and I don't blame you if you get lost. It did take me a couple times to get used to it, but again, I recommend if you can, make that solo lobby and just run the course a few times. Run it a few times, you'll get the hang of it, and then you'll start remembering where everything is, and it just doesn't get as confusing anymore. The course does feel a little short, but I don't know if it actually is short. I mean, it might feel short because of all the corners. I kind of don't know. But yeah, this is the full track in its entirety. I think this is personally my favorite track at the moment, just because of all the tight corners. Like, yeah, that's the thing that's really done it for me. Like, it's been very, very fun racing on this new racetrack. So yeah, that was the new racetrack. Let me know what you think about the racetrack. I love it. It is super fun, like really, really super fun. It is, again, my favorite. Let me know if it's your favorite, or maybe you hate it, you know? I don't know. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. So next up, the hot air balloon and the ferry. So these are the two new like world travel things added into the game. I want to see if we can spot the air balloon, but I don't think it's here. We'll switch over to night. We're going to go for a bit of a fly, guys. So the hot air balloon will go from point A to point B. I'm trying to see if the air balloon is here though. So in case you're wondering how to even find the hot air balloon, if you open up your map, we have some new blue icons, and this is one of the hot air balloon icons. So we started over here. This is where the hot air balloon can land. Here is the destination for where it can land. I don't know if there's another one. I think there is. Yeah, so the air balloon will go in a triangle formation between these three spots. So it will start here. It will travel down into the wheat fields, and then it will finally finish at the flower fields near the town, and then it will travel all the way back to the lake. So that's the pathing. Oh, there's the hot air balloon. It's right there. So I love it because just seeing a random hot air balloon, it is very, very fun. The world feels a little bit more alive, with things just like floating about and moving. And sometimes if I'm on a flap, I like to visit people that are in the hot air balloon. There's no one in this one, unfortunately, because I am playing in a private room. But yeah, it is very, very cute. You can actually sit in the hot air balloon. I believe there is still a bug with it. So if you sit in the hot air balloon, you can't stand in it with friends. They will be put into their own air balloon elsewhere. And I don't know if they fixed it yet, but the bug is that if they ride the hot air balloon, they will just kind of like stand next to you in some empty space. Just try it yourself. Okay, it is very odd. Just try it yourself. It is very interesting. The ferry, on the other hand, is over here. So over here in Agricola's harbour, there is one stop for the ferry. The other stop is over here on the right hand side, on the very, very edge of the map. And I do believe that's the only place that the ferry stops at the moment. So it kind of just goes all the way around the gladiator arena. I personally would love it if they had icons for where the air balloon and the ferry was. So if I wanted to like visit any of these things, that I know where it would be. There's the ferry. So it's about to dock. And I think with the ferry, because I rode it with someone else, you can ride the ferry with other people, I think. So I remember riding it with one other player earlier this week. So yeah, you can land in it. You can do whatever you want with it. It just takes you from point A to point B. Once it arrives at the location, then it just sort of opens up the ramp and you can go. The funny part is like they've done it here and you can clearly tell that the devs did not originally anticipate putting the ferry here because this should be open, you know, and there should not be chairs here, but there are chairs. So we're going to pretend we did not see those chairs. So I've been enjoying the ferry and the hot air balloon. It's very fun. I just like visiting people on there. And a lot of players have been enjoying the ferry and the hot air balloon. But the hot air balloon I think is probably my favorite because when you jump in, the camera zooms out and you can really see everything. It's really, really awesome. Next up, we have quests, and this is technically the last thing that we can really talk about in today's video. So we have a few quests added into the game. We have a new weekly. Hang on, where can I find it? Oh my gosh, I'm a goofy goober today. Sorry, guys. So for repeatable quests in our challenges, or is it, hang on, exploration, tasks. Oh, there we go. It's in the tasks tab, my bad. So in tasks tab, we have a new quest called Party Cleaner. And apparently for finishing this, you get 2,000 gold. The NPC for this is right next to the Heartside race. So you can just teleport there and talk to the NPC. I've not done this, so I have no idea what we actually get from this. Yo, 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 you just missed a totally awesome party. It was wild, cake and music, the whole lot. But now I'm in trouble. Everyone left, so I have no help to help me clean up, yo. Oh my gosh, why are we offering ourselves to clean up? Seriously? Thanks, yo. I just need you to pop all the balloons still floating around. Balloons? Balloons? But, oh, what? Oh, that's kind of cute. Do we just, how do you do this? I can't, hang on. Oh, we actually have to hop off our horse. Okay, that's weird. But that's kind of cute. What the heck? Oh my gosh, the animals. The balloon dogs are so stinking cute. So wait, where's the, oh, there's one more. I almost missed it. So this is a weekly quest. Yo, thanks so much. You're a lifesaver. I'm already planning my next party, yo. It will appear at a random time to keep you on your toes. What? So randomly, we're just going to be getting 2,000 gold. That is so odd. Okay, well, that's our new weekly, I guess. I guess. I mean, it's cute. I kind of hope there's something else to it in the future, but we will have to find out. The other complaint I heard from people was the whole Disco Santa. I don't know if it's here yet though. I don't think so. Yeah, so a lot of people, when the update dropped, they were wondering where Disco Santa was because apparently they could see the quest and they couldn't do it. That is, I believe, not enabled yet. We're only going to be able to see and do the Santa quests, the Christmas quests, when it's actually Christmas, guys. So don't panic if you do see it. I have no idea where everyone's seeing it. Maybe they fixed it in the update yesterday. Yeah, if you do see it, and it's not working for you, it's not working for anybody, okay? So please do not panic. It is not working for anybody. So yeah, guys, that is it for this week's update. I want to hear your thoughts on the update in the comments below. What do you think? What do you like and what do you not like about the update? Do you feel like this was just another bunch of filler? Because I know there was a bunch of people asking, where's Bronco? Where's Bronco? Where's Bronco? And look, I think we're all wondering where Bronco is. But at this point, it's really just a waiting game for everybody. Just waiting and wondering, when are we going to get this gosh darn update? We've all been waiting for that story update and it's been over 2 years. But I guess we get hot air balloons and ferries and limited time horses. I mean, I will have to say, like, round of applause for the extra race. I do like that. I have been enjoying the new race, especially for my weekly race rotations, because it is now part of the rotation. Before anyone gets confused, okay? Races will now happen twice at Agricola because they have to take both maps into consideration. So let's say we start from Heartside. This race finishes. We will then go to the Redwoods race like normal. After the Redwoods race, it will go to Agricola and it will do the old track first. Once that race finishes, it will go back to Agricola again and then it's going to do the new map. So don't freak out if the Agricola race finishes and it's still at Agricola. It is just because it is doing the new map. And if you are at Agricola and you're doing the new map and you're confused, now you know why, because we have a brand new map in Star Equestrian. So yeah, guys, let me know what's your favorite part of the update. Personally, it's the races for me. I do like the races. I like the new horses too, but they cost money. They cost money. So I'm kind of just like, So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much again for watching another video of Star Equestrian. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you enjoy my Star Equestrian series, do leave a like on this video so I know that you enjoyed it. And if you're new to the channel, hi there, my name is Dashabella. I'm a virtual equestrian VTuber and I play a whole bunch of horse games on my YouTube channel. So if you enjoy horse games as much as I do, then definitely give the channel a subscribe to get future notifications for all of my future uploads. But that's going to be it for this week's video, guys. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.